In this video, we will be replacing the rear shocks in this 2008 Hyundai Elantra. To set this up, I have wheel chocks behind the front tires because the driveway is on a little bit of a slope. I also have a series of jack stands supporting the rear of the vehicle. I have a jack available in case I need to adjust the wheel assembly, and I have removed the wheel from the vehicle. If we take a look at our rear wheel location, we can clearly see our rear shock. Taking a look at the side, we can again see our shock, which runs vertically. We can also see our lower mounting bolt for our shock. I will be applying some Amsoil metal protector to our lower mounting bolt, as this has never been removed. It is probably rusted on pretty good. And I'll apply some to the other side as well. And using an impact wrench, we can loosen up that bolt. And I can then tap that out. Taking a look up inside the wheel well, we can follow the shock upward. We have another mounting bracket that has two 14mm bolts. And again, we will apply some Amsoil metal protector before attempting to loosen the bolts. And then I can work that shock out of there. If I take a look at my old shock compared to my new shock, I want to make sure it looks about the same. Now, we do have a couple components that we need to take off of our old shock and install on our new one, but overall these two look identical. We'll start by sliding down our boot. Now, removing the boot can be a little bit difficult. We need to get a small flathead standard screwdriver underneath the boot retaining cup. And we need to pry it up just a little bit. If you take a close look at the edge of this boot, there is a metal ring that runs around it. We need to get that screwdriver underneath that ring. I'm going to apply a little Amsoil metal protector on that retaining nut. And because this unit is no longer good, I will put a pair of locking pliers on the shaft of the shock and a wrench on that nut. Don't lose your spacer. On my new unit, I'm going to depress the unit and remove my strap. I can pull my boot off of the old one. Install my mounting bracket, followed by my spacer, followed by my mounting bracket nut. And I'm going to snug that until my shaft starts rotating. And I'm going to add a pair of locking pliers to the end. This time I'm not going to lock it onto the shaft of the shock because I don't want to risk damaging it. And then we can add our boot. Now at this point I want to charge this about 5 times. So I'm going to go all the way down, let it come back up, all the way down, Let it come back up. I'm going to do this 5 times. At this point, we're going to compress our shock and position it back in the approximate location. We can add our uppermost bolts first. Followed by our lower bolt. And we can come back and torque the upper mounting bolts to 36 to 47 foot-pounds and the lower mounting bolt and nut to 101 to 116 foot-pounds. Everything's looking pretty good. We'll do the exact same procedure to the other side of the vehicle.